together. So anyway, welcome to everybody that's watching on the stream. You've tuned into Alloy 7. I'm your host, as always, BC the Brain Supreme. Here with me, I have Jolly Dangerous, Lucas Beamer, and I don't know if Noble, I thought I saw Noble join in, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't heard him respond. But if he's here, God bless you guys, man. Welcome everybody to the show. Tonight we're going to focus on a couple different things. We're going to have a lot of good conversation tonight, so you're going to want to stick around, especially if you're a YouTube creator. If you're just a YouTube fan, we're going to talk a little Fallout 4 and what our experience is with it. But we're also going to talk about, I recently read yesterday, went to Google's headquarters to a creators convention that they had for creators in my area. And it was absolutely awesome. So we're going to get into talking about that tonight on the stream. The stream tonight will actually be a bit shorter than they normally are because right after this stream, we're going to have the Fallout 4 after party stream where I'm going to be showing everybody where I'm at in Fallout 4 and building that out. But the focus of tonight's show, just from a gameplay perspective, is we are like definitely low on resources. So I'm going to focus on getting resources for the team here so that we can fix our houses, you know, build our farm up, get our shrine going, and actually help the guys here with me be able to build out their houses. So without further ado, let's greet everybody that's on the show. We got Jason Rodriguez, thanks for coming out. Razor Games HD, my main man and battle buddy, Chris Fields, who yells out Orion Pax, absolutely my brother. And
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Dang it. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so with Fallout 4, to avoid spoilers for those who plan to play it but haven't had the opportunity yet, we've the main storyline is you're a dude that exists before the war, like the big war that causes all the problems, and you're actually a combat veteran yourself, and you know the big war happens during this story, and in the course of it the main character gets separated from his family, and so his mission is getting out there, you know, in the world to try to figure out what's happened to his family. Really don't want to say much more than that because it'll spoil not just, you know, the storyline as a whole, but it can spoil the very beginning of the game, which is extremely emotional and very well done. So, and I am 15 hours in, to answer your other question.
And I figured it out. I'm 16 hours in.
You're 16 hours. And it's weird because, hey, Mohammeduddin, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, Muhammad? Sorry, right quick. What's up, Tyler? Yeah, welcome to the stream. And what is up, Robert Hughes? And yes, I do remember you, Tyler. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, no. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about the community. So my man 10-08290 says, sorry, I rarely chime in unless I have something smarmy to say. Hey, man, it's all good. My comment was not meant to be an indictment for the quiet folks. Feel free to just tune in and enjoy yourself however you feel comfortable. But yeah, it's weird, Lucas, because the story, like I've straight up been mostly doing side quests. So I'm not even really that far into the story, to be honest with you. Like even at 15 hours in and at level 14, I haven't seen more than I think 2 of the main storyline quests because I've been doing straight side quests and exploring.
I'm like a little deeper than that, but my question is like, how long do you think the main story? How long do you think that actually take? Because I'm far into it, but I'm not like really far. I don't like how many quests I'm into it actually, but like, is it like a really long like storyline or? Like,
it's hard for me to know because one of the crap, I wasn't paying attention to how I got down here. One of the critiques that Bethesda games get on a regular basis is that the main quest line, if you will, is too short. Like most Bethesda games, like Elder Scrolls and other Fallouts, you could theoretically beat them in under 10 hours. But because this particular game is, it's got that, it has no level cap, I think this one could potentially take a bit longer. Like my buddy who actually has made it to the ending, or there really technically is no ending, but my buddy who's gotten to one of the resolutions you can achieve said it took him, like, as a matter of fact, it's my buddy Skilled, who I just filmed a podcast with. He said he did it in 30 hours.
Oh, that's actually pretty long, dang.
Yeah, and that's much longer than most. Like, if you just blaze through the main storyline in most Bethesda RPGs, you spend maybe, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 hours. Like, if you really sped through it, it's totally possible. You know, and obviously you can spend hundreds of hours, because I spent, I think, 200 hours playing, what's it called, Oblivion, but that's just because I chose to be in the world doing crazy stuff for 200 hours.
Robert Hughes.
Yeah, the world is huge.
It's
freaking huge.
Jolly, so what's the plan for today? Currently, right quick, I am building a little pen for the chickens. Right afterwards, I'm going to be trying to get more saplings so I can build a little small jungle biome so I can start actually building on my house. And Tyler says, hey, I'm sorry for blowing up your inbox that one day you were streaming. That is perfectly fine, Tyler. Sorry that I couldn't get back to you because I was streaming. Sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all.
Streaming. No, it's not interruption, man. That's what the community's all about, man. Engagement. Emerald Mining Field says, hi, Alloy. What's up, Emerald? And my man Cosrico says, only because I got to Diamond City, though, I think I'm further in this. Yeah, you're definitely further than me. You've made
it to Diamond City yet?
No, dude. Literally, I've done one quest.
You're taking your time.
15, well, I've spent 15 hours, like, so I did the first Brotherhood of Steel quest.
Okay, where the, gosh, that made me
so
mad.
I got the gun that came from that, and because the gun is so diesel, I was like, I don't need to do any more main quest line stuff. I'm just gonna take my gun, and I went out into the world and started exploring, like way out to where the death claws are. And the death claws killed me, but I was able to kill mutants and stuff that I shouldn't have been able to kill because I had lasers and power armor. So it was just like, wow, all right. You know what I mean? Like, I've been having a ball.
Okay, I was trying to look, like, what mission is that Brotherhood of Steel thing? Like, I could not find that. I looked for like a minute and I gave up. But, like,
it's right on the outskirts of Boston. It's a police station that's being overrun by ghouls, and the Brotherhood of Steel is there fighting them off, and you basically jump into the fight and help them. And they're like, oh, by the way,
I watched you do that. I just didn't know how you got there because I was like in middle school, and then I was like, all right, I was just asking if
got you.
So
yeah, and unfortunately, I can't like make a let's play of it like I did with the other videos, because that first live stream that I did got flagged by like 20 copyright companies. So I couldn't edit it.
Do I have Black Ops 3?
Alright, so
no, I don't.
Is it a city that's just called Boston on the map that I can just go to? And then...
No, it's the outskirts of what I think is Boston, like kind of the edge of the suburbs.
How far away is it from Sanctuary?
Sanctuary, it's like maybe 2 miles in the game. Like, it's hard to measure distance in the game because it's not to scale.
Okay. On the live stream after this, could you like kind of like, hey?
Yeah, I'll go to it.
Yeah, so Lucas followed me on your game, and I'm like, I'll go right to like the gas station that's by Sanctuary, and they'll kind of walk me through or something.
Yeah, exactly right. So yeah, if you watch. So for everybody who's watching, we're streaming Minecraft now, and in about an hour, I'm going to switch over to Fallout 4, so you'll definitely want to stick around for that. But yeah, Lucas, the first thing I'll do in the game is actually, I'll introduce, and then I'll get into, I'll actually then say, okay, my buddy Lucas wants to see where I got, and matter of fact, it'll be helpful for the audience, because it gives you a supremely powerful gun very early in the game. I want to give a special shout out to my buddy Break the Internet, who, by the way, has some excellent content on his channel. This is a gentleman named Aaron that I met at the, and actually I'm not sure that I got formally introduced to him, but I do know who he is. I did see him at the, we went to the YouTube Creators Day here in Washington, D.C. So that was one of the other topics I wanted to cover tonight. If any of you watching this, I know Lucas and Jolly, this definitely applies to you. If anybody else watching this, Chris Fields, I know you are as well. is a YouTube creator and the YouTube Creator Day comes to your town, go. It was absolutely outstanding. Just being able to interface with members of the YouTube staff, which one of the cool things for me was one of the girls who was emceeing the event actually knows my partner manager at YouTube, so we were able to kind of talk and network and stuff like that. So, and they're really, really good people and very passionate about making sure that YouTube is suiting its creators such that we can continue not just to make great content, but continuing to be supported. Like I asked some very specific questions about, gamers and the challenges that we run into on YouTube that a lot of other creators don't deal with, simply because they don't deal with copyrighted material the way that we do. So, and being able to get answers to that was just really cool. So, but yeah, definitely big shout out to Break the Internet. Guys, he's on the stream. He's commented. I highly suggest, even if you want to leave the stream and come back, go check out his channel, man. Really cool dude, high quality videos. I actually learned, and I'll give you an example of why, not just tell you to go check him out. He did a Snapchat video, which is on his channel right now, where he teaches you some basic principles about using Snapchat, which was absolutely helpful for me, because Snapchat is like the one social media tool that I absolutely suck at. So I was able to take what he said and be like, oh, snap, I didn't even know you could do that. And there you have it. So, and he's got a lot of other content on there too, which you may want to check out. Ashley Mendizabal is in the building. What's up, girl? Good to see you.
See, Tyler, you recommend playing Black Ops 3. If I could play any Call of Duty game, I would, but I physically can't play it. I get too motion sick. Have you played the Indivisible prototype yet, Jolly? No, I haven't. I actually seen I've seen some the screenshots of it. It looks pretty cool, but I've never played it. Have any of you guys played that game before?
I have.
Wait, what
I
game?
have indeed played it.
The game is Indivisible prototype.
Indivisible prototype. Okay, I played the demo.
How is it?
It's a mix between if the person asking has played Valkyrie Profile, it's the combat system is kind of lifted from Valkyrie Profile. And I'm drawing a blank as to the other game that it's lifted from. But if you enjoy kind of a side-scrolling beat-em-up RPG that's, at least from the parts that I experienced, is very linear, then you could moderately enjoy it. I felt like the combat was a little bit more clunky than it should have been. But, we're talking about independent developers who are trying to make a name for themselves. They may not necessarily have access to the resources that some of the bigger publishers can. But yeah, I moderately dug it. I would recommend that. Was it Tyler that asked you about that, Jolly?
That was actually Muhammad Udin.
Oh, Muhammad. So Muhammad, go into your PlayStation Store, my brother, and you can actually get the demo totally for free, so you can check it out before it. Because I think once it drops, you may not be able to play the demo, so I would definitely go check it out now while you can. And for those watching Minecraft who saw the word survival in the title and wondering why I have the ability to fly, it's because I am impatient and somewhat lazy. And I'm not going to walk all the way across the map when I'm just trying to mine coal. So for those of you that angers, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right. I need some coal, dagnabbit. Is there any coal anywhere? This is the part of Minecraft where I start getting impatient. Because it's like, I got to go mine some more stuff that I don't have readily available to make 75,000 more torches. Like, just once I craft a torch, just let torches be mine.
You could probably check one of the smelters and you can get coal out of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have some coal. Hold
on. Here it is.
All right, everything's
good.
You know
what's really dumb about what I just did is I had a ton of coal at the house, and I'm just, oh man.
Jordan Cloud was like,
I have to.
Huh?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Jordan Cloud was like, you said cheater. That was. You said cheater, but that was being hypocritical, and I said cheater as I was flying around.
Wait, how can you fly?
Huh?
I gave everybody Lucas, if you've been here, like you're supposed to be on the stream,
right?
You'd have the ability to fly too, because I turned it on for everybody.
Man, you're about to get down my throat. Like, how could you fly?
Man,
you don't
real,
deserve
like, why you hating, Lucas? You the one that ain't been here. And how are you able to fly? Because he's been here. He's been a
Oh,
good
come on. I'm
citizen.
gonna get so much crap for this. uh,
But it's
alright.
funny, like I love it's this weird dichotomy. Like I love Minecraft, but I'm also a Minecraft noob. Like I pretty much until I started playing with you guys, I just play creative. Like I just like you saw the Optimus Prime, which I'll show to everybody if they haven't seen it already.
Hmm.
Like you've seen the Optimus Prime that I've got built, and it's just like I I'm a noob. So like there's things in survival mode that I don't know, and like flying apparently makes a lot of people angry somehow. Like sorry,
Hmm.
Yeah, but
I
a lot
didn't
of
mean
things
it.
like make a lot of people angry.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Uh,
Let's make some charcoal.
I do not want to say
Why
this
is
name.
wood and coal not making charcoal? What am I doing wrong? Is it wood burning wood that has to do that? Like, and memorizing these formulas.
No, I think it's like
that ain't working.
charcoal burning. What is it? Wood slabs.
See, the noob is coming out, man.
But here,
So,
I just mine some gray matter for you. Uh,
Cool.
the
So I
gaming.
just need torches.
Man, I
so
don't want to say
B,
this
I have a
name.
question about Fallout.
The gaming midget asks, "Can I win?"
Oh,
Come
God.
on, man. That's not all right.
I know it's not
He's
alright, but
king.
that's his name. Like I didn't.
No, I know you're cool. I'm
Oh
just saying,
man.
you knew he was wrong.
Oh, says, "Can I
You knew he was
win
wrong.
the giveaway?" Like, yes. Once I hit 3,000 subscribers, if you're a subscriber, I'm gonna do like a live stream, and I'm gonna start giving away like PlayStation Network cards and Xbox cards and stuff. It's only gonna be like 2 or 3. But yeah, if you're a sub and I see you coming back, commenting and stuff like that, being interactive with the community, of course you have a chance to win.
All right, so here is Chris Fields is going to yell at me. I'm going to say Orion Pax first because he doesn't have the Matrix of Leadership in his chest. But here is my build of Optimus Prime sans the Matrix. Well, you know what, though? You know what, Chris? I am going to argue with you, bro. I think I have a way to finally win this debate. Optimus Prime removed the Matrix of Leadership to give it to Ultra Magnus in the movie, and he was still Optimus Prime. Now, granted, he was dead, but he never stopped being Optimus Prime. He did not revert back to Orion Pax even after removing the Matrix of Leadership. So this is Optimus Prime 3 minutes before he dies.
So ha
So
ha.
there, I finally get to win this argument.
Oh, my stuff.
So my
Okay.
buddy Break the Internet says, what's the best way to get in contact with me? Easiest way to get in contact with me, and for everybody watching, just in case you don't remember, you don't write this down.
Yes.
My email is in my channel description, but it's info@alloy7.tv. Anybody needs to reach me. I leave my email open pretty much to the public if you guys need to reach me. Nothing's really off. The interesting thing is a lot of people are often scared to give out their email because they think they're going to get millions of spammers, which I do. I get my share of people. Hey man, you want to do a call or a Grand Theft Auto collaboration? Like, oh, so you haven't watched any of my videos because like every 7 minutes I talk about how much I hate Grand Theft Auto. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'd love it.
Still waiting on mine.
So yes, the plug for YouTube's Creator Day, it's dope, y'all. You got to get to it if you can. So does anybody have any torches, man?
I'm trying to build something
Oh,
right
come here,
now.
come here. Wait, come up. Just come to my house. I have like 64 coal for you to have.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm only here every other.
Now,
couple
Osid
days.
says robots can't die because they were technically never alive, but the Transformers actually were. They were sentient robots who were given life by the people who managed the Matrix of Leadership. You got to know these things, man.
Man, school them.
Well, and
Gosh, dang.
I'm sorry. I
mean-
was just being dumb.
no. I have coal, man. I need charcoal.
Charcoal?
Yes, I need charcoal.
What's the difference?
You can use torches on that too.
Yeah, what's the
what?
difference?
Yeah, you can make torches with that too.
Not according to this. It's
No,
grayed
go
out.
down, go down, scroll down.
Yeah, like there's
Oh, is
different
it
torches.
More than one type of torch. Of course
Yeah.
it is. Freaking
You're
Minecraft.
killing
See,
me.
this,
You're
this
killing
is
me.
why I play creative, man. And this is why I put cheating. Because apparently Minecrafters get pretty irate when they come to a survival live stream and they're like, "You're flying!" Like, yeah, like, dude, I got kids, man. I ain't got time to be figuring out all this stuff. That's why I roll with smart people.
Jordan Cloud
Like,
I don't have to
says.
charcoal.
Jordan Cloud says, "Ask him about Days of Future Past." I hope you're not talking about that crappy excuse for X-Men movie. But
That's the reboot where they're all young, right?
yeah, that's the whole let's mess up the timeline thing.
Yeah. I mean, as a movie, I thought it was okay, I guess.
Wait a minute, what's
As
Days?
an X, but you know, the weird thing about X-Men is the movies are no more convoluted than the history of the comic books dating back to their origins. That timeline has been jacked with so many times. Crazy.
Yeah.
So my buddy Justin Hughes has asked, please, can I join? Here's what you need to do, Justin Hughes, because the answer is yes. We built this Minecraft show in order to play with the community. So what I need you to do, and unfortunately a lot of people when I give this instruction don't follow it exactly. So I'm going to try to help you out here. Send me a friend or whatever they call them on PlayStation Network request, and then in that request, because most of you, unlike me, do not have the same name for your PSN account as you do for your YouTube handle. So when you send it to me, say this is so and so from the YouTube stream, or you know, I'm a subscriber to your channel, and here's my YouTube name. Because I get a lot of friends requests. I don't accept them from people that I don't know. So do that part. And then the other thing you need to verify before you play with us is I need to make sure you have a microphone. I need to make sure that your microphone doesn't sound like you are fighting the Battle of Armageddon in the background, i.e. your family's not like mowing the lawn outside and your rig is out in the yard, or you have a lot of really bad white noise. We have a lot of issues with that with folks that do join the game. And we don't kick them out because that would be crappy, but those people end up having to mute their mics and it kind of interrupts the show. So with that said, send me the friends request, and then the next time that we are streaming and playing, we'll get you on the show. We try to do this at least every week. Since Fallout 4 is out, I've been streaming Minecraft a lot less because I've been full court pressing Fallout 4 because it's the game I've been waiting for literally for, I don't know, 4 years now. So that's how we do it. And, you know, to the degree that we can, we try to get folks on the show to play with us. Cool. Chris Field says, valid point, but I could argue that was because the time it took for Prime Spark to join the Matrix. When Rodimus lost it, he reverted back to Hot Rod. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Jordan Cloud says,
but I mean, if somebody wants to learn how to make a Matrix of leadership, I'll gladly add it to his chest plate.
I hate how they took characters from the show and also the same plot of the arc of the season. I can agree with that. I actually when I saw Days of Future Past, I was taking it up on the cartoon version, not the comic book series. When they made the 90s cartoon, they had that same storyline, but Bishop was actually the lead character, and Wolverine was, you know, kind of like a side person in that one, and they just didn't show that in this one. They showed Wolverine again being the main character and introduced a lot of characters that actually wasn't in Days of Future Past in the cartoon version.
They gotta sell toys, Jolly. They can't sell toys to kids. Bishop, don't nobody know who he is.
Yeah, still though, you know, I mean, that would have been the perfect time to introduce this new, you know, so-called new character into the actual, like, the real life universe. You know what I mean? And make him a really, I was gonna call him a bad Mamma Jamma. You know what I mean? With the whole scar and the light up eye and everything. They could have sold toys like that, but they just they had to
true because some of the new characters they introduced were just like, why? I'm learning about this chick who I don't remember ever hearing about and frankly don't care about. Like, so you make a great point in that yeah, they have to sell toys, but arguably Bishop would sell better toys than almost every other character that they did introduce. So that's a great point, man. I didn't even think about it like that. I don't know, man. That's why I guess I'm not a Hollywood producer, because apparently they know something we don't know.
Yeah, they know how to ruin stuff.
Yeah, well, we won't talk about Michael Bay trying to ruin my childhood with those travesties that were Transformers movies.
I'm still
I made it to the top of the freaking thing. Alright.
So, Lucas, have you run any more 8-minute 2 miles?
8-minute 2 miles.
Yeah, like you said you had to run 2 miles in 8 minutes or something to join your soccer team.
Oh, I actually have a funny story. So Black Ops 3 came out a little while ago, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a Call of Duty fan, of course. I really enjoy Black Ops. I've always enjoyed Black Ops Treyarch, and I told my mom to leave me the car the night before so I could drive there. Well, she didn't. Yeah, that's nice. And then it comes. I'm like, what am I gonna do? It's like 2 miles away, right? So I decided to run to Target. I ran to Target. I ran 4 miles for Call of Duty. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's actually really cool, man.
And I was like, I stopped playing soccer, because I didn't stop, like our season ended. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, get back in shape, for a day, go run 4 miles. Why not? It wasn't that bad. But, yeah.
All right, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
The something new I want to start with this stream, which I think is really awesome. If you were on other social media while you were watching this, we're going to give you cues to tweet out, to Instagram out certain things as the show progresses. And then once I eventually turn all these into Let's Plays, we'll actually have prompts on screen for the new people that come by to watch. But here's what I want you to tweet out. I want you to tweet out a link to the stream, which you guys should be resharing all the time. You faithful folks already do this on a regular basis. I want you to tweet out a link to the stream, but in that stream, I want you to hashtag #RunLucasRun. So we're gonna have hashtags associated with all of the characters on our shows and here's the deal for the folks that are running the show with me, my co-hosts. You guys are totally welcome to pick other hashtags that you think are ridiculous or funny or applicable. It doesn't even have to be funny. Like we could have totally done Moment of Silence for the show we did for our friends that had lost family members.
Oh yeah.
Like stuff like that I think is really cool. It's a cool way for us to engage with our audiences on and off of YouTube. And it's a way to get you all involved in helping our community attract more awesome people just like you. So everybody tweet out #RunLucasRun with a copy of the stream.
Oh my gosh.
I know mine.
And what it's going to do is people are going to have no idea what that's about, but it'll intrigue them to be like, what is this all? What are these crazy tweets? Because like my running story is by no means anywhere near as awesome. My running story is actually sad, because the run didn't actually happen. But like when I was bodybuilding, and I still do, but when I was bulking like really heavily, I was trying to work my way up to be 300 pounds, and I didn't make it. I made it to about 275. I think it was actually 274 and some change. And when I was doing that, I was eating everything under the sun. Like if you guys ever watch bodybuilders, like guys like Jake Cutler, and you look at what this dude eats every day to stay as big as he is, and like his biggest concern is, I lost a pound today while I was watching TV, because I'm just such a huge mountain of a man that I burn calories watching TV. Like I was eating like that to get large. And I've learned a lot of things over the years that's not really necessary to get large. You live and you learn. But when I switched up to, okay, now I'm as big as I want to be, it's time to start cutting up and actually make myself look good. I was on a much lower calorie diet. Like I was no longer eating meals that were for the whole day, not one meal. Like I wasn't eating 5,000 calories a day anymore. And I just remember there was one night where I was going to bed so hungry because I was used to eating 5,000 calories a day, and now I was eating like 2,700. And I just remember in my mind, I was laying in bed, it was 10:30 at night, and in my neighborhood we have a Krispy Kreme. And in my mind, like I actually was plotting, if I run 2 miles to Krispy Kreme at 275 pounds, I will burn off enough calories to eat a dozen donuts. I was contemplating because I was so hungry, I was willing to just completely break my diet and just go eat a dozen donuts. But I basically was going to force myself to run for the donuts. And the sick thing about it is I would have had to run home with the donut box in my hand.
Dang, man.
So, Lucas is running for a good cause. Like, I don't have access to transportation, but I still want to make something happen in my life. So I'm going to run. I wanted to run because I was a freaking pig who was used to eating everything under the sun. I mean, I was eating literally, I'd get up in the morning, have a crazy 4-scoop protein shake. For lunch, I'd eat an entire chicken. And then for my snack, I'd have another protein shake. For dinner, I'd have an entire chicken.
Entire chicken? Like
an entire
like wings, breasts, thighs.
The whole thing, bro. Rooted to the tutor. And so, just rip the chicken apart. And, I live near Amish folks. So I was getting these legit, organic, healthy, fed chickens from Amish farmers. Like, I had a dude that worked for me. And he used to make food runs, and he was my boy too. Like, we were really, really homies now. I really loved working with this guy. And he's like, "Yo, B, I'm going to the thing," and I'm like, "All right, bro. I need 4 whole chickens." And for real, the chickens were like $6, like for a whole chicken. Like, you spend $6 for 4 chicken breasts at the grocery store. So, and I'd sit there in my office and just kill off an entire chicken. And vegetables, and usually some other type of side dish.
Oh, man.
Dang. How can you...
Because, like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong, I had to work up to that. Like, when I first started bodybuilding, I couldn't eat 5,000 calories a day. Like, I was going to bed with stomach aches. And, by the way, everyone who's listening, don't do what I did, because it's dumb, all right? There are ways to bodybuild and get large without eating everything under the sun.
Sorry.
But, it's just one of those things where I had to work up to it. And it took me a while to get used to being able to eat that much food. All right, I need to fly. Okay, here's the
swear, man, I got to get out of here. They're shooting outside.
You said they're shooting outside, John?
Yeah. That's living in the ghetto, man. That's what happens.
Yeah, dude, please stay safe.
They are literally having a shootout.
I've been there, man. Both in war and in civilian life, man.
The gaming little person, Halo or Killzone? Halo. Fallout 3 or New Vegas? Isn't that not the same thing?
Nah, New Vegas it's not really a sequel. It's like a spin-off.
Oh, like a DLC or something?
Say what, Jolly?
It's like a DLC or something?
No, it was actually an entirely different game made by a different studio.
Oh, okay.
And Lucas's question is, which one's better? New Vegas is better.
You thought New Vegas was better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I just had a few friends say that they did not like New Vegas, and I was like, your European expecting that you like Fallout 3. What made it better? I'm just wondering.
Mechanics.
I've never played them before. Mechanics? Alright.
Yeah, like, for example, Fallout 3. Now, granted, I played on Xbox 360, so this may be completely a different issue on PC. So I'm like, and by better, it's better for me. Like, objectively, I think I can make a lot of arguments for both games. Like Fallout 3, I think, had a more concise, interesting story, which is actually very similar to Fallout 4. But instead of, like, in Fallout 3, you're looking for your dad. In Fallout 4, you're looking for your son. And
looking for your what?
Your son in Fallout. Or excuse me, in Fallout 3, it's the son looking for the dad. In Fallout 4, it's the dad looking for the son. But that said, Vegas had a lot of mechanical, like, you couldn't aim down sights in Fallout 3. So, really? Like, think of a game like Halo where you're just running and shooting. There's no aiming down sights like in Call of Duty. Fallout New Vegas added aiming down sights.
I would die. But yeah,
like, you don't notice how terrible it is until you have aim down sights and you try to go back to playing it. Like, so welcome to the show, Tom Dong. Thank you for coming out, my friend.
So is Fallout 4, like, is the map, like, the biggest ever created for the Fallout series? Does that make sense?
It doesn't seem like it.
Doesn't seem like it. All right. Like, it's huge.
To me, it doesn't seem ridiculously bigger than what I've seen in other Fallout games, maybe.
Alright.
But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, bro.
Yeah, okay,
All right, so I've. Oh, go ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're good, you're good. You're
But
good,
yeah,
B.
so what am I helping you guys build tonight? So I just got a bunch of logs, almost said wood. So we got my man Boom Z made it to the show. What's up, bro? May I get a tour of your world? You absolutely can, good sir. Let's get you a tour. So we got my man Optimus Prime here, or Orion Pax, depending on who you ask. And for whatever reason, all right, who made Optimus P again?
I'm out here in the desert.
I can't get up there. I can't fly.
All right, maybe he's just leaking. But so we got Optimus Prime overlooking our kind of empire here. And so what we've done is we've built these beacons at what I'm calling the 4 kind of cardinal directions of our city. So you can see this beacon here kind of on this, I think this is the southernmost tip, maybe western, I'm not sure. Out here by the ocean. And then you've got the western, what I'm calling the western beacon. And then over here, you've got another beacon which isn't quite showing up on screen at present, but it's out there. It's where I actually started digging earlier today on the show. And then out here, way out in the desert where Jolly Mage is, there's another beacon. And so that's where we go to get most of our supplies. We use the beacons to kind of plus up our abilities to go in and get supplies from the dungeons. You've got our farm down here where Jolly's done a really sharp job of getting our animal culture together so that we can have food.
Appreciate
Lucas and everybody actually really chipped in. And Cosrico had a good hand working with the farm too. Lucas had a really strong hand in helping us get our farm going. The mansion here is what I actually built when I first started streaming before I invited people into the game. And then over here to your right, we've got our shrine, which I'll actually show you. And we've got our nether portals here for when we go to the nether to get it on. We got Cosrico's mine that he's put together, which looks really awesome, by the way. And then Lucas's underground glass house, which I thought was really dope. And then we've got our shrine, which is for our faithful subscribers that come to the show all the time. And this is where we put people like Chris Fields, Sea King, my buddy Osid, MMA God. These are people who come to the show all the time and who are active members of our community here. My man Uncle Boom. We've got Alexis Ramirez and Ashley Mendizabal, one of my favorites. And so that's the type of stuff we built. We're also building a, eventually I'm going to make a big diamond shrine. So for those of you that are familiar with my channel, you've seen it. One of the things I got made fun of for, and rightfully so, I'm actually not upset about the people teasing me. When I first started in Minecraft, I used to just build diamond structures because I thought it was hilarious. And, you know, I had some people, really cool people like Wells Knight come and help me learn how to build properly. Well, we're going to build a diamond shrine up here on this hilltop as a homage to the folks who are not only subscribers to Alloy 7, but contributors over on Patreon. So if you were to go to patreon.com/Alloy7, you'd be able to actually contribute monetarily to what we do here to help us continue to build our community. You know, I always say at the end of the video, but I'll say it here, our mission is to you know, spread love and impact lives in a positive way to change lives through video games. That's what we do here. So, you know, I always kind of tell people video games are more of a Trojan horse for me. I love playing them, but the shows that I make are really about bringing a smile, bringing some level of joy to your life, whether it's just from us being funny or sharing something insightful. On one of our last shows, we actually did a moment of silence for people who were on the stream who had recently lost family members. One had lost a grandmother, another had lost their father. So we did a moment of silence. These are things we do as a community, you know, just to be a blessing to the people that are around us. And I use video games to do it because I'm extremely passionate about video games. So that's a tour of the world, man. And we've got one of the really cool houses from someone that started playing with us, Mr. Fixit, who hasn't really been back around too much as of late. He built this cool underground glass house in the ocean, which I thought was a really creative idea. So I'm hoping at some point he'll come back to us and continue working on that, because I'd love to see what he comes up with for the long term.
Dude, that's so cool. I've never seen that. So
yeah,
dope.
man, really dope.
Yeah, I
And
can't
then another,
get out there because I can't fly. But...
because you can't fly. If you'd been coming around like you're supposed to, you'd have flying, like I do.
All right.
and like everybody else on the stream does. Actually, let me stop messing with you and give you flying ability. And then my buddy Ferocious, who joined the show last time, is actually building like a sand coliseum world thing going on over here. So that's pretty much. And then Jolly started his house, but he's like Jolly is he's like the consummate friend who helps people out. So like he started working on his house, but then he keeps coming and helping us instead of working on his stuff. So he started building his dock out here, but he hasn't really gotten back to building his full house out.
Oh,
So that's what we got, y'all.
That right there, that dock right there, that was just for me to fish. And currently, my house is where you see these jungle trees out here in the desert. I'm trying to build a tree house right now, so I'm.
That's right. I forgot you did start that on the last episode. Let me get out there and show everybody.
Yeah, I'm gathering supplies for that so far.
Because you're building the tree house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's Jolly's world. I totally forgot that we did this. Yeah, and this is really cool, by the way, dude.
Appreciate it.
Coming together nicely.
See, where are you?
Got these huge jungle trees here,
oh,
which
yeah.
look amazing. Is this the type of birch I need for my house, my roof that got caved in?
You need dark oak.
It's not the dark oak though. It's a different one. It's like dark gangster oak or something.
Dark
like
gangster
oak. Yeah, like it's a stupid rare oak that I don't have access to because I got a bunch of dark oak and then did it and it still came out light skin. I'm like, come on, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with some light skin.
Yeah, why you making
No, nothing wrong with light skin, but I don't want to mix light skin house with dark skin house. That
Hashtag uppity ninjas.
Oh God!
You guys heard that? So it's time for you to restream the stream with hashtag uppity ninjas. Matter of fact, let me write it because you may not understand what I'm saying. Is uppity UPITY?
I think so.
Okay, so everybody tweet this out. I'm actually going to do it too.
Let me go ahead and do that.
How do you give me flying rights? I'm just wondering.
You have to press once he gives you the rights. You go to start, go to options, go to
start
settings. Is it settings? No. I totally forgot.
Oh God.
Totally forgot. Oh, press the pad button, and then go to your name, and then press can fly.
Press the pad and push.
The pad button, the trackpad on the controller.
Yeah, I got you. But the thing that you can use the touch.
What'd you say?
The touchpad?
You hit the touchpad and then go to your name and then click can fly.
I don't see can fly.
Oh, because he probably didn't give you. He didn't give it to you yet. Then
I'm gonna get his attention. Oh
snap! What's hitting me? Oh, it's aimbot. Look here, Chief. I got diamond too, so you know I could jack you up. But I wanted to say to all the new viewers, folks that were just meeting for the first time, be sure to subscribe. And the reason why is not to, I mean, obviously it helps the channel, but the reason is because the more people we bring into this community, the more joy, the more positivity we can bring to more people. Because the folks that are, associated with what you're doing are going to want to be a part of what you're doing. And like I said, Alloy 7 is a community. Like this show in particular is one that we play with members of the community. Before I started this Minecraft show, I knew who Lucas and Jolly were, but the game allows us to interact on a more personal level. It allows us to become friends, and that's one of the ultimate goals of the channel, is to build friendships out of what we're doing here. So be sure to subscribe if you have not already. I'm gonna add some jazz to our.
Can you give me the flying rights yet?
Oh yeah, my bad. Sitting here running my mouth. Get you squared away. Privileges, moderator, can fly. You're all set.
Hey, let's go. Wait,
I think
hey,
if
what's
you
up,
miss,
Cinnamon? Good to see you.
If you miss 2 to 3 Minecraft series, you have to what, like, you have to join like 2 or 3 more to get those privileges. I think that's what that is.
There you go.
You got to catch back up.
I think are you guys, do you have your stuff set up to broadcast? Because I think my stream is telling me that they can't hear you guys. Let me make sure it's not something I messed up on my end too.
Is it both of us that can't hear, or is it just one person?
They're saying they can only hear me.
Let me see. Let me go to my party settings then. Party settings always allow. Okay. Man, they couldn't hear my luscious DJ voice. What?
Yeah, what the heck?
What's up?
All right,
What's
so,
up, y'all? Welcome back.
Welcome back. So, welcome everybody to Lucas and Jolly, who I thought you guys were hearing the whole time, but now you're hearing. So, Lucas, you said when I get to level 14, what's happening now?
You're going to like go off because I'm level 14 and it's like it's all right, kind of hard, but like when you get to the story, you're gonna be so like high level that you're gonna pretty much shoot right through it. Is that like your plan for it?
That's what. Oh yeah, like my whole reason for the playthrough is to max out my levels. Like I'm gonna get every perk, every level. I'm gonna max out everything.
Yeah. Okay. Like what you're doing is actually really smart. I might actually start doing a bunch of side quests to level up and then go back into the story because it's like a lot more difficult than I would like it to be. So now I see why you're doing that. It makes sense.
And it was kind of by accident. Like I just did it because that's how I usually play these types of RPGs. I don't really go through the story stuff first. I try to level, and it worked out in my favor because I noticed early in the game that I was like, this game is harder than all the other Fallouts.
Yeah,
and it's like that because it's there's no level cap, so they have to make the game hard to keep people playing it. I was like, crap, I'm gonna have to actually do some legit. Like in most Fallout and Elder Scrolls games, you never really have to level. You can just play it naturally.
It was a lot easier. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I was like, well, I have to level because I won't survive. You know what I'm saying? All right, Jolly, are you working on your treehouse right now? I'm going to come help you out.
Yes. Chris Field says, hashtag luscious DJ voice.
All right, yeah, tweet it out, guys. Hashtag luscious DJ voice. Now, and while we're doing the hashtag stuff, be mindful, we may do it a lot. So I encourage you to pick the ones that kind of apply to your audience. I don't want you to get into a situation where you're spamming everybody on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're just going to annoy people. And I don't want you to do that. So if you think it's valuable, if you think it's kind of funny or insightful or endearing and it's something you want to share with your community, then tweet it out. If it's a little bit overkill because we may do it 3 or 4 times a show, then by all means don't do it. Don't feel obligated to tweet stuff out. Do what's best. At the end of the day, do what's best for you and your community, not necessarily just what's best for us.
See, you gotta save the hashtag chicken flavored watermelon for like when something happens like close to the end of the stream, when we're taking a selfie.
Yeah, well, hashtag Minecraft selfie is gonna be.
Oh well, yeah,
that's
gonna
be
that
one of the mainstays.
Chicken watermelon.
Yep, chicken flavored watermelon. That should be a hip hop album.
Chicken.
Like I feel like most devs should have done that instead of
Still waiting for your hit to come out.
What was the name of that second album most devs did?
Chicken flavored.
It should have been because that's or even what it could have been. Like Jolly, you ever heard of Little Brother?
It sounds familiar, but I can't recall it.
Like their second album was called The Minstrel Show.
Wow.
And it was about how basically modern day hip hop has become a minstrel show. Now, the album's 10 years old, so it's a little dated, but it's one of my favorite albums of all time. And yeah, like they could have caught like chicken flavored watermelon would have sufficed for the minstrel show.
Malachi Mines, you're cool. Should I subscribe? I mean, hey, if you think I'm cool, subscribe. If you don't, I'm not, I'm not forcing you to. You know, it's not an obligation, but just let you know. Once I do hit 3,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, and I do appreciate everybody who shows support to the channel and the community.
There you go. Yeah, I won't force you to subscribe. I will force you to subscribe to Jolly. Jolly's nicer than I am.
Wow.
Like if I had the power, I'd just force you.
Make you. Yeah.
You're gonna subscribe to Jolly right this instant. Oh, and I don't care if you don't think he's cool.
Wow.
Let's go.
You know, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it all calmly, like like those '80s gangsters. Like, hey, look here, see, you know, we're gonna be coming back here, and all I'm saying is, the subscribe button better be hit on the Jolly Mage channel. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It'll be in your best interest.
People and send them your way. If I find out you have to subscribe to Jolly within 7 days, I'm gonna send some responsible people your way.
Man.
So is this like the Godfather?
Yeah. Well, it's my terrible rendition of the Godfather.
Make you an offer that you can't refuse.
Yes, it is the Godfather. So asks, when I stream on PlayStation 4, I get a black box on the left of my screen, even though I'm logged into one account. Any notifications, and my notifications are off. Any advice? Does anybody on the stream have advice for that?
Say that again.
So he's saying when he logs into PlayStation 4, he gets a black box on the left side of his screen, even though he's logged into one account, and his notifications are off. Does anybody have any advice? Jolly,
wait, you say log in, or like is it during his stream?
It sounds like when he logs in, like, you know, when you log in and you have your account and then you have like sign up a new account.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's getting to just sign up a new account, if I'm understanding it. So, Boom Z, elaborate a little bit, man, so we can try to help you out with that. And by the way, for newcomers, these types of conversations are totally welcome. We come here to hang out. Like, playing Minecraft is what we're doing, but the purpose of this show is really a bunch of people who like each other hanging out. So if you want to have a conversation that's not necessarily Minecraft related, it's totally welcome.
Yep.
I encourage you, especially with someone like Jolly who knows a lot of crap. He can help you a lot.
That's what it is, dude. It's just crap. It's just random facts.
Chris Fields said it would behoove you to sub. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Chris. Tell him, Chris.
How you say that? Cinelid? Through the hashtag. Through the hashtag in my in my stream, chicken flavored watermelon.
That's what's up.
Oh man!
You got one more time to hit me, dude. All right, fine. That's how we're gonna play.
You want to do this?
Let's see what we got.
Oh, you got freaking glowing armor.
That's right. That's the point. That's why I told you to stop messing with me. It was gonna be on.
Come here. Where you at? Where you at, punk?
Oh, okay. I'm getting hit by the cactus.
That's somebody from another stream. That's another streamer.
Lucas is going down. Like, I'm just gonna dedicate the rest of the show to killing Lucas.
Hashtag kill
You're gonna have to stop and do some crafting at some point, and when you least expect it, I'm gonna sneak up on you.
Like a creeper.
Yep. Matter of fact, I may just spawn like 20 creepers around you. Wow. Since I have God skills. Like, you're gonna go into a cave, start mining, and there's 40 creepers coming at you. Captain Gamer says, "Hey Alloy, what up, Captain Gamer and Eric 91611? How do I join the community?" Well, first things first, you subscribe to Alloy 7, Jolly Mage, and Lucas Beamer. Second thing second, we actually have a community on PSN. If you're talking specifically about Minecraft, we have an Alloy 7 Minecraft community on PSN that you can join. You can also go to alloy7.tv/forum, where a lot of us chat about when we're going to be playing games and what we're playing. We also have a role-playing game club that we run, like a book club that you could be a part of. And for the millionth thing that we have, you can follow us on Twitter at the second letter, TheSecondLetter. I'll actually write it in the comment section here once Lucas stops trying to kill me. So that you can follow us on Twitter. I will let you guys type your Twitter names because I will undoubtedly spell something wrong.
Cool.
So just if you guys would leave them in the stream, I'm about to do the same.
Sinalid says it's Old English means fierce serpent. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
My Twitter.
Oh wait, did you say we're typing Twitters in there?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
type your Twitters, man, because they can get to your YouTube account just when you type. But he's asking, how does he actually get involved with the community? So it's Twitter. It's subscribing to the channels, and Twitter are the two big ones. I know I gave you like 7 things to do, which totally is not, it's wrong. But if you follow us on Twitter and you subscribe to the channels, you'll be in the loop. I tweet out, like, I don't tweet all day, all the time, but I do tweet out a lot of stuff about what's happening with the YouTube channel. Also, for those of you that don't know, those of you who are YouTube creators, I also do, I'm YouTube certified, and I do consulting for not just YouTube channels, but I also do it for businesses and different types of organizations. If you are, especially a gaming YouTuber, I actually have a book coming out soon called The YouTube Gamer Survival Guide. Plan to have it out by Black Friday, although members of the Alloy 7 community may notice that they're going to get access to it early. So if you go to alloy7.tv, I'll write it down to you.
Hey, let's go.
You can actually reserve a copy of the book. Make sure that you get one on drop day. And what that'll do is you will get the announcement first when it comes out, so that you can reserve your copy. And it's an ebook, by the way. I'm still working that out with the publisher. So I have to figure out how they're gonna adjust the price. And I don't have a
guess you could give us at all. Like
4 easy payments of $29.95.
Yeah. I can tell you that it will most likely, depending on what the publisher comes back with, it will most likely be under $20.
Really?
Yeah, that much I can.
That's actually okay. Cool.
Yeah, I want it to be under $20.
That's
my
really
goal.
nice. Yeah, that's really.
But well, depending on what the publisher is talking about, that's what I have to work with, because they're gonna get their cut. And so I have to make sure it's set up properly to actually support the channel while I'm supporting you guys.
We'll be right back, yo. Sorry.
But yeah, so if you hit that up, you'll guarantee, and just so you're aware, it is actually an ebook. You can read it on. I've tested it on iPad, iPhone. I have a Samsung devices. It's working there. So pretty much, or like if you're like me, like a book, like here's what I'll recommend to the people who are going to buy the book. Download the actual document, because you can download it just as a document as well to your desktop. And the cool part with the publisher is they let you download it kind of where you want. Once it's purchased, it just comes to you in an email, and you can do whatever you want with it. I highly recommend, because the book has practical exercises in it that you're going to actually have to do to apply the lessons that I'm teaching. And like download the document onto your desktop, so you're not trying to read it on a tiny screen while you're doing the practice. Like when I read books like that, because I buy a ton of them myself, and I actually recommend, like, any book you can get that helps you build something, get it. Especially like if it comes with a money back guarantee. Like a lot of people are often afraid to get scammed. Like, am I going to get the book, or is this just like anybody that offers you a money back guarantee? Like, it's probably not a scam. So, I get a ton of those types of books, and I print them out and go through them with pen and ink and actually try to learn the lessons that way. So, but again, like if you're more of just a visual learner where you can read and absorb everything, by all means, do what works for you.
You're not sure how to get started.
So,
yeah, I just reserved a copy, I guess. I think I did. I subscribed.
Yeah, if you join the mailing list, that's reserving your copy.
And then
you'll basically get an email.
Oh, it gets you an email and it says it's out, and then I just buy it, pretty much, right?
Yeah, the email will have a link to the book. And the email will actually, it's not like an automated email. I'm actually going to write out a thank you email to everybody personally and say, now it's available, everybody. Here's the website you got to click through to get to it. And actually, I'm hoping the publisher has an embed tool that I can just put on my website, so that you don't have to go to a secondary website, but even if you do, it's fine. I wanted to work with somebody who, took like security. Like the main things I looked for when I picked a publisher was one, security, because I want to make sure people are spending money electronically, that they're safe. And then two was I wanted to be able to refund people through the system. Like for whatever reason, like I would buy this book 100 times because I know what's in it. And it's all the crap I wish I had learned. Like before I ever set up my YouTube channel, it's all the crap I wish I had known. Because so much of that would have helped me not have the problems my channel has had, and the restructuring I've had to do, and the starting over I've had to do because I was, I was lazy, I was ignorant. You can attribute so many different things to the way I initially ran my channel. And if I had had a book that said, "Oh no, just do this," telling me, like,
easy, so much easier.
So, but for whatever reason, if there's one person who just gets it and it just doesn't work out, I want to be able to refund that person. I want them to have the confidence that I believe in my product. So
I'm definitely getting it because you're like probably one of the smartest YouTubers out, that I watch it help. Like I've learned a lot of stuff through that. Has helped me a lot. Like, and I'm guessing it'll help me get more serious into it, if that makes sense. Because I don't take it as seriously as I could. And I guess if I did, it would probably help me out. So
All right, Jolly. What do you need supplies-wise for the house? We got about another. I think we'll do another 15 minutes here on the show before we switch over to Fallout. Is there any like supplies and stuff you need for the build you got going on that I can bring you?
Oh, he's just getting back.
Oh man, my bad, y'all.
No, you're totally cool. I was saying, is there any supplies that you need me to bring over to help you build out your house?
Do an axe? A few axes, maybe.
An axe, okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I got a diamond axe I'm about to bring you. And also to the folks in the stream, I highly recommend, and most of you are very good about doing this, but maybe for some of our newer folks, interact with one another. Like, it's great that you're subscribed here. We love having you. I love interacting with all of you, but also interact. Like, one of the things they harped on at the YouTube meeting that I went to yesterday, or I guess it was Friday now, 2 days ago. One of the things they harped on was collaborations. Like, and they actually had a teaching segment on how to reach out to people to do collaborations properly. So, or not to do the collaborations properly, but the proper way to reach out to somebody if you want to collaborate with them. And those of you who watch my channel, I just did a teaching video on how to do that. But at YouTube, they actually went into some, greater detail than I'm able to do in a 5-minute video. Did you get the axe, Jolly?
So update video maybe? Did I get it?
No, it's right here. It's at your location.
Location.
So, what's it called? Good Lord, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about, Lucas?
What is up, Ahmad?
You were talking about something to do with YouTube and collaboration.
Collaboration, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So collaborate amongst yourselves, guys. Get involved in what each other are doing on your channels. Because at the end of the day, the two things I'm predicting going forward when you study how YouTube works and how it's evolved, the two things that are going to help you the most are, one, mastering search engine optimization. Have to do that. Two, it's going to be relationships. You're not going to be able to win here by yourself. You could do that years ago, especially if you were here years ago and you've got that kind of rapport with the YouTube system that helps you. But in the future, I mean, look at even the way gaming is trending. We're all streaming video games together now. There's very few video games that you just play by yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So get involved in what each other's doing. Like, if you notice, I go on a lot of your channels and comment on your videos. Well, for me, it's because I want to be a part of your lives and have a positive impact. But at the same time, it helps build that rapport when you're trying to build a community. Break the Internet asks, do I have a podcast? I did. I am having issues, or I should say I do. But I currently have issues with iTunes because I had an issue with my website that shanked the podcast. And when I got my website back up and had to change the domain name, iTunes didn't really like that idea. So what me and my co-hosts were discussing today, actually, was, are we, we may have to rebrand our podcast, which is fine. We had just gotten it off the ground, but we may have to rename it to get iTunes to cooperate because
Oh, you put
I've
it over
never been
here.
a fan of iTunes. I'm just gonna go out there and say it.
Okay.
iTunes pisses me off.
Apple's.
This is where you put it.
Apple products I think are great, but some of their applications drive me nuts. iTunes being the worst offender.
All right, so since y'all are over here, I was actually in the jungle. Good night, Ahmad. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I was actually in the jungle gathering more resources, but what we really need on this little island right here is to replace all the sand that you see with the dirt.
Ooh, alright.
So I can plant more. So I can plant more of these trees.
Alright, I will start doing that.
What was that?
What happened?
I have no idea.
Something just I think it was a demon. It sounded extremely loud.
Yeah, it did. At least it was short this time.
Yeah.
So Break the Internet says, let me know if you need a guest. I would love to have you, Break the Internet. I also do some discussion videos. I may be able to pull you in even on the stuff I do on YouTube. So, and I plan to give your channel more of a look. I only was able to give it kind of a preliminary look to check out some of your stuff. But I plan to dig a little bit deeper to check out maybe there's some ways where you and I can interact and, be of mutual benefit to one another, and also just have fun, man. Build those relationships, like I was talking about yesterday at the creators event. Yeah, sorry, Raymond Luce, and everybody on the stream who just heard that loud cracking sound. I honestly don't know what that was about.
Yeah, sorry about that, Muhammad.
Was that my mic or was it one of your?
I have no idea. There's no way to know. I don't think.
Hey, when you guys do accept guests for your podcast, I would really like to be on there. I used to run a podcast with a few of my buddies.
Okay, yeah, we'd be glad to have you, man. The challenge is our podcast. We don't do it virtually. It's not live. It's pre-recorded and then we upload it. So well, yeah. We'd have to figure out how to get some Skype action going on because we basically come into my office studio and do all the recording statically. So we'll have to get things set up to be able to Skype other people into it. Because we also use my co-host's equipment. Like we don't even use my rig to do it. Because
it's actual
one
equipment.
Thing I'll give Apple credit for is we do it analog. It's not digital. Like even the stuff like when I do my Let's Plays or when I do my PC games, the microphone you're hearing me talking on is not like a USB mic. Like I go analog because I'm partial to it from being a musician. I just, for whatever reason, I've always liked the analog sound better and the control that I have with it.
So analog, that's the one with that big cord, right? That's the one with that big cord, right?
Yeah, the XLR cables.
Oh, okay.
Now, granted, my mic eventually does get converted to USB and makes it into my PC that way. But we'll figure out a way to do it.
Okay, that's pretty much what we did with ours. It was just mostly Skype though, just recording Skype.
Like the podcast I was on tonight, we always do through Skype, so it's definitely doable. But yeah, definitely check out. If you guys don't know the channel Skilled Media. That's the podcast I'm going to be on this week. He's awesome. Like, he's actually got a lot of experience in this business of broadcast, man. He is the consummate professional, and he's just an interesting dude with a lot of insight, man. You definitely want to check out Skilled Media here on YouTube. He's definitely one of those channels that deserves a lot more interaction and viewership than he has at present. And then, granted, he has quite a bit, but he deserves a lot more. Watch out, it's Slenderman. Yeah. All right, so we're over here working on Jolly's house. Jolly ain't even over here working on it.
No, I'm getting dirt. I'm getting dirt to replace all the sand with.
Oh, okay, yeah, and we're breaking all the sand up.
Yeah, I don't have a thingy.
So. Sorry,
I had a shovel, but it broke because Minecraft makes you break stuff.
I got 64 dirt. Ah, all right. Where's my dog? I knew he was.
I got 38 dirt for you at the moment. Oh, actually, no, I have 64, 30. I have a stack and a half, pretty much. For you.
All right, there you go. Alloy. Oh no, that's not Alloy.
Yo.
Oh, where you at?
Over here.
There we go.
I'm right
All right,
here.
you see the dirt right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just gonna
All right,
start
so it'll
replacing it. Actually, you don't have to dig up the sand. You just have to put the dirt on top of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I just wanted to give you a good base.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
So update for you guys here co-hosting with me, or I guess I'm co-hosting on y'all show. The PC Minecraft switchover. Are you guys, refresh my memory, are you guys Minecraft on PC owners?
I own it.
Me and
Yeah.
Jolly? Oh,
Okay.
I do not.
So I have the world set up for the PC Minecraft show that we're eventually going to do. We'll probably get into that, I'm thinking next year sometime. I don't know that I'll be able to get to it this year. But I have the world and all my mods set up. So I'll have to throw over to you guys the configuration that I'm using.
All right.
We can all be on the same page. But it looks dope. Like I've already started setting up. Like I have this kind of castle in the sky type Skyrim looking
Nice
place. Which
house.
is going to be kind of like our home base that will go do survival from the home base. Just go out there and get it in. Yeah, it's this crazy like cathedral looking place in the mountains. Really dope. Cool.
You ever seen those smash up maps?
What's a smash up map?
It's where they take other media, like other games, and they put it in Minecraft and just make maps out of it. Like they have a what was it? What was that game? Mass Effect.
Sorry, I sneezed.
That's all right. They have like a Mass Effect map, and they'll put like a one of the Mass Effect worlds and build like the buildings that was in Mass Effect on that world.
Nice.
And
That's pretty dope, man.
one that I like the most so far is the Studio Ghibli mashup. They take different parts of the Studio Ghibli universe, like a Howl's Moving Castle, and they'll actually turn it into like a little map, so you can actually walk into Howl's Castle, and you can take a train over to the like little Chinese castle from Spirited Away.
Nice.
And they have I think they have like a little forest wooded area for the fans of, what was that, Princess Mononoke. So it's
wow.
It's a really
Man,
cool
that's
map.
a name I haven't heard in forever.
I know, right?
That was my first. I think that was my first Studio Ghibli joint.
All right.
Because I remember seeing it, and then seeing like Jada Pinkett was one of the voices. Like it was before I really got into anime, but it looked really cool. I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna check this out. And it ended up being dope. All right, so we're out of dirt, brother. You got any more?
Nah, this is
Or
fine.
At least I am.
This is fine the way it looks.
Good
So all we need now is to plant forest. Whatchamacallit? What do you call these things? Jungle saplings.
Okay.
So here's 20 here, right there. Here's
All right.
Where do you want them?
It doesn't matter. You have to put them in fours.
Everywhere?
Though. Yeah, it doesn't matter, as long as it's on dirt. But you have to put them in fours.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I mean 4 in a square. Sorry,
Where?
not
Oh,
a
all
line.
right. My bad.
That's the only way they can grow into a big tree.
The giant joints. So Eric91611 says, "Do you guys play Hunger Games?" Is that like a Minecraft?
Yeah,
mod
Minecraft
Yeah,
version.
Minecraft
Yeah,
minigame.
pack? I have not played it. I won't speak for the gentleman here.
I need 2 right here. I ran out. Right where I'm at.
I have 1 right.
Teamwork.
There you go.
Hello. B.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking to me? What's up, dude?
Do you have one
need
more?
Yeah, I do right here.
I have a.
Hey, let's go.
I played it like a few times, but I wasn't really good at it. Here's some bone meal right there.
I need another. Do you have another sapling?
No, I'm all fresh out.
What does bone meal do?
Okay, so
Oh,
with
wait,
the,
does that make it?
Yeah, you have to hit each one of them. I think you can hit one, just put one on it,
Oh
and I
gosh,
think it should grow. You don't have to hit all of them.
my bad. All right.
Just
How long does that take to kick
there we
in?
go.
I can't remember.
It just depends. It's
Because
random.
I hit it. I hit it with. I think you do have to hit all of them. But I hit them and they're not doing. They weren't. I used all my bone meal.
All right, so we may have to just go kill more skeletons to get bones.
All right, cool.
But this is almost
Desmond
done.
Morales says, "What are you guys building?" We're building Jolly Dangerous's treehouse. This is going to be his house. And I think see my mansion off in the distance. Yeah, there it is. Kind of fogged out. A little bit closer. But so now we're building Jolly's sand biome jungle extravaganza.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. It looks dope, man. You did a really good job getting it set up.
Appreciate it. I
Welcome
hate
back, Ashley.
the trees turn like this color instead of that lush green color because it's in another biome.
Yeah. What's up? It's because it's outside the biome.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was the case.
I
don't know. It's kind of unique though, man. It gives it a unique look. Makes it stand out for sure.
Yeah. Sinlin said this is gonna be pretty dope. Yeah, I know, right? Thank you.
Yeah, you may end up with the coolest house in our little community, man.
Maybe. I'm just trying to see how I'm gonna set it up though, since all these trees are
but
here.
Knowing Cosrico, I mean, the brother built the Goodyear blimp.
I know, right?
In our other world, so I can only imagine what he's gonna come up with, man. That's gonna just trump all of us. Like my mansion's just gonna look like a poor person's house. Like, oh, you only have 19 bedrooms. Pshaw.
All right, right quick. I need to put a chest here somewhere so I can store wood and other like.
Do you have a chest?
Materials.
You need one built.
I need one built actually.
All right, let me see if I can help you.
Because eventually I'm just gonna float around and actually start building the tree up manually.
I'll put it down for you. That way we don't have to do
okay.
Foreign exchange to get her done.
Can you put it right here?
Put it anywhere you want it. Aquí?
Yep.
Right here.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. Oh, Eric says I'm a girl, by the way. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Good to know. I will note that for future reference. What's the name of the community? Alloy 7. Unless you guys were talking about a different community. While I was running my mouth.
The Weeaboo community.
Hey, Dark Feather 22. What's up, bros? We got Riley Smith says hello. Hello, Riley. Thanks for joining us tonight. Very glad to have you.
Sinlet says only 57 to go. You ought to get folks to sign up their grandmas. I mean, that's cool, but there will be no use of signing up people who aren't gonna stick around, though. That is funny.
There you go. That's like the old sub for sub days.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of iffy about doing a giveaway too because of that. The whole, because when people say, "Oh, they, doing a giveaway," they'll just subscribe and then just, they'll split as soon as the thing is over with. But hopefully, it's gonna be for those people that I see a lot.
Yeah, like the one thing I will do when I do giveaways, is I will usually do it in a way that my subscribers are really the only ones that see it, which is not altogether possible. Like I've had people join just to give away. But the cool thing about it is even if like someone that's just coming to get the free gear gets it, the way I've kind of looked at it is my community still understands though that I'm going to whenever I get extra stuff, I give it away almost immediately because a lot of publishers when they send me games, they're like, "Hey, here's 5 more to give to the people on your channel."
Yeah.
So if some rando swings by, gets a free copy of the game, I mean, because my purpose is more to just bless people. So if some rando that doesn't have any money and needs to play a game comes by and joins just to get a free game, I'm not really necessarily against the hustle. I would be just like him probably if I was in their shoes. And granted, it may take one away from someone in my community, but that's why it pays to be paying attention.
Follow me, guys.
Oh, okay, where you at?
Right here.
Oh, Roger that.
No, hold on. I'm gonna find you. Wait, are you right by me? Where are you guys?
Yep, just turn around.
Oh.
You were behind you. Skylar Berry. Anyone down to vanilla with me? What's up, Skylar? Good to see you. Alex S. Jr. coming from Brazil. Word.
All right. So, if you can meet me on the
Gary
tree.
Shillingford. Hello. Now, what did you say we had to do?
Okay, so I have some shears here, right? I'm gonna give whoever picks them up shears. Okay, your job is to get leaves. As you shear, they come out as blocks and they don't drop anything, right? So it'll just be pure leaves.
Okay.
Let me see. What do you have an axe?
Falling.
Oh gosh.
Do you have an axe, good sir?
I do not.
I gave you my axe.
Oh, okay. Can you build an
Actually,
axe?
I have one that's about to break.
I have an axe now.
Okay, cool. All right, so your job is to get wood for me, and and as you break leaves and such, they drop little jungle saplings. As long as you don't have any other saplings of trees in your inventory, this area will drop jungle saplings. But if you do have trees in your inventory, then it will drop whatever tree that is instead of jungle saplings.
All right, let me
Hold on.
Because I have
I have
spruce
to get rid of
saplings.
spruce. I have to get rid of. Oh. Alright.
Break down the other ones. All right, bet.
Thank you. I discovered that was like a little glitch that the PS4 system has.
Oh, I need to drop some more stuff, man. So, a minute ago, somebody asked what we were building. We're building out our houses. What else do we have? Eight-bit piano, cats. I am secretly a cat. I love it, man. We had Donald Trump on the show last night.
I remember that.
That was freaking hilarious, man. He got real quiet too when I. It's like, all right, Donald. Glad to have you, brother, but here's how you can prove it.
What do y'all think about Donald Trump for president?
Oh gosh.
Okay. I guess that's it.
I was waiting. I have an answer. I just.
Oh, okay. I thought that was your answer. You were just like quiet.
Like that shouldn't even be an.
Like maybe that's your answer. Is that nobody even bothered to answer?
Yeah.
It should. Yeah.
All right, dude. I'm not getting any saplings. I'm getting ferns and bushes.
Yeah. Because you have shears.
The bush, dude.
When you.
Or the sapling.
Yeah. Like I get the saplings and then.
Oh, so you want me to get the leaves? You're getting the sapling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, got it.
B gets wood.
Yeah.
All right. So here's my elevator pitch for politics. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Give me control of a nation's money, and I care little for who runs it politically.
Wait, say that again.
I said it's an old quote from a very wealthy banker who often gets attributed to being like in the conspiracies to the people who are trying to start Armageddon or whatever. It's an old quote from their ancestor who said, and I'm paraphrasing it, but his point was, give me control of a nation's money, and I care very little for who runs it politically. Because no matter who's in office, if you are financially completely independent, you don't care. Because you make money when people do what you agree with. You make money when people do what you disagree with.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way I look at everything like an investor, or like the way I run my business. I honestly, I am the most apolitical. It's funny too, because in my consulting work, I come across a lot of really cool, interesting people. And like, there's this one group that I actually did some work with where they were polar opposites. Like one was a Humvee driving gun rack Republican, and the other one was a straight up hippie. And they would debate all the time, like friendly stuff, not like hateful or anything like that. And like they would look at me, and I'm like, I don't care. It's like I am the most apolitical person on the planet because I understand. Like I've worked in politics. I've been on Capitol Hill, man. It's a game. And I'm not saying that these people don't do valuable stuff, but I understand a little bit from being there about how the game works. So worrying about the labels and Democrat versus Republican, it's all part of the freaking casino match, man. These people are going out and hanging out after the debates. It's, like if you guys, I wasn't old enough to remember it, but I've read and heard about like Ronald Reagan used to go at it with his Speaker of the House. There's a guy named Tip O'Neill. When they were in the political environment, these dudes used to go at it hard. But outside of work, they were friends. They'd go out and drink together, hanging out. You know, so that's the way I look at it. Like a lot of these people are just like every other human being. They're self-interested, and they will, you know, work within the confines of, you know, a movement or a mission. But at the end of the day, like everyone else, they're trying to make good for themselves and for their families too. So if Trump's president, fine. Like, you may just have to move your money around.
For real.
Like no billionaire that I've ever worked for was like, I can't believe so and so. Like no billionaire I've ever worked for, and it's not to say that billionaires aren't political, because some of them surely are. But the ones I've worked for have never been like, I can't believe Bush is still in office. He was always like, huh? I only made $100 million today. That sucks. Right.
Only $100 million, dang it.
Like he's like, hey, can you? Like I remember one guy I worked for. He left his
Wait,
credit card.
how do you work for a billion? What the heck? Oh
Huh?
How do you even meet a billionaire?
See you later, Mohammed. Thank you for stopping by.
I was running running an arm of his company. And so he was basically the president of the company we worked for. And so he was a really cool dude. Like when my first son was born, he gave me money. Like, you know, people give you like gifts, like here's a package of diapers for your baby. Like he broke me off with hundreds of dollars. Like here's hundreds of dollars. Go make stuff not suck for your kid. Like, thanks, dude. Okay. But like he left his credit card, like because we didn't work in the same offices. He was based out of New York. I was based here out of down here by Capitol Hill in DC. And this dude literally, he leaves his credit card in the restaurant we ate at the night before. And so I get a call from the vice president. It's like, hey, the main man left his wallet or left his credit card at the restaurant, and he needs it. He's going on like a month vacation to like Africa to ride elephants with his kids, like whatever.
Ride elephants.
Wealthy people do. They're like, we need you on a train to New York to bring him his credit card because he's leaving today. Like, so he pays for me to take this crazy trip to New York. He's like, while you're here, man, go do some shopping, and like he daps me up at the train station. It was just freaking.
Wait, so did he let you up with money? He just like gave you like $100?
Well, no, what he did, like the money part of the conversation, which I'm beating around the bush to get to, is he didn't leave a tip when he left the restaurant. And like he was adamant about make sure you give that dude a tip for my, like, just sign my receipt and give him a ton of money on the restaurant.
Give him a ton of money.
He's like, give him a legitimately good tip because his service was awesome. And I was like, I was like, sir, your definition of a good tip and mine, who makes several billion less than you. I was like, dude. You can't, like, I didn't call him sir. He wasn't going yet. So I call him by his name. He's like, I'm like, a good tip to me is like $20, bro. Like, what?
What's a good tip?
Talking about, well, $5 it is. So
yeah, like I got to New York. Like that's the first thing. Like he dapped me. He was like, hey, did you give him a good tip, man? I want to make sure he knew you did a good job. I was like, I tried. Like, I didn't give him like. I was like, are we talking $500 or are we talking 30? Like, I didn't know what you meant. So, I erred on the side of caution. Like, I didn't want him to get his credit card bill and be like, yo, why do I have a charge for $700 on my credit card? Like, you told me to give him a good tip. I got to figure out how to help him pay his mortgage.
That'd be so. I'd be dead.
I mean,
God.
so how much was it? Did he?
Yeah.
I'd be honest with you, I literally don't remember what I gave him.
Was it,
But
was it a
I
big
think
number?
it was upwards of like $30. Something,
okay.
it was just a ridiculously high tip for like I think it was more than the meal. Or no, because he paid for a bunch of people to eat. It may have even been like $50.
Alright.
I can't remember. But I just remember like he was adamant about, like he took care of his people. Like money wise, like, and most people who do business at that level aren't necessarily like hyper nice people. Like I remember I was on the phone with one of the people that worked in his office, and I heard him come into their offices yelling through their phone. I was like, and so I started laughing because I was like, oh, y'all are about to get it. Somebody must not have paid a bill on time because he was angry. And it was just like, you could hear him, I told you. And I was like, uh-oh. And so I start laughing, and my coworker's like, dude, it's not funny. Like, you can't laugh. I was like, I can laugh. He's not yelling at me. But when it comes to like taking care of people money-wise and doing good business, they're adamant about it. And so basically I developed, that kind of mindset from being around those types of people where it's just like, I don't care what they're doing politically. Like, I'll vote for like things that I care about, but like if Donald Trump, Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg are the president, at the end of the day, that's one person who has, not to say that their impact is not insignificant, but they're one of literally hundreds and hundreds of people who jointly affect things. So I don't really put a whole lot of weight on who's the president necessarily. I mean, who it is may adjust how I move my money around, but I don't really trip about that type of stuff. So what do you think, man? You're the one that asked the question. What's your Trump story?
Jeez. Let me see. In all honesty, I don't really want a president who is a host of a TV reality show.
Okay.
That's just like my opinion. And then plus like the.
So you're not a fan of the fact that Jerry Springer was like the governor of Swaziland or whatever he was doing for a while?
Yeah, you know what? See, the
But
governor,
you know what? He
that's
was the host
different.
after he was the governor, I think. I think he was the governor first.
That's something like different. Like even Arnold Schwarzenegger being like, was it governor of California?
He was governor too. Yeah.
I mean, that really wasn't a problem to me. You know what I mean? At first, it was like, well, he's a star, but also was Jesse Ventura. So, though, like governors that's cool state level, but over the whole country, and then you're kind of. If I'm looking at the campaign, and the campaign is semi-smear campaign with a lot of jokes in between for no apparent reason, it's like you're not really telling me anything that will make me to vote for you. You're trying to play on my entertainment, quote unquote entertainment value when it comes to like TV. Like you would say that kind of stuff to make get higher ratings on a TV show. But for America, I don't think so.
That's good. I think it's a valid point.
I guess it's just I mean, we got to be honest. Like all the campaigns are pretty much just like who can tell the best lie, and who can tell the most convincing lie, or to have like the best intentions. And right now, he's really not doing either. Like he's not lying, and he's not really saying anything of that he has like the best intentions for America. It's pretty much like we need more money. We need to take money away from other countries, and we need to put more money back into this country, and money, and that's pretty much it. And like boo everybody else who's trying to run against me. it's just kind of like that. This is what America's coming to, like the whole pop reality TV show stuff. It's kind of iffy,
Yeah,
but
that's true too.
at the same
It's
time,
tough too because a lot of the messaging is geared towards two very different demographics. So I have lived in the suburbs, and I do now. I've also lived in the hood.
mm,
So, like there's this kind of dichotomy of, this group is for the people and this group is for the rich people. And that's so oversimplified a lot of times that I think, but the problem is the media and the people running the campaigns use that messaging because it's easy. Most people aren't willing to really do a lot of research. I mean, think about it. Why do they put signs out that tell you who to vote for?
yeah,
That's obviously not for the person who's done their research. Like, I can't imagine during slavery, like a bunch of people saw a Lincoln sign, like, oh, who's this Lincoln fella that's running? You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, those signs are evidence of the fact that people vote based on impulse, and they like there's statistics that show a lot of people who vote for the last name they saw before they went to the ballot, and they're voting out of obligation. Like they feel like they're supposed to do it, but they don't really take the time to do the research. And so the the campaign folks take advantage of that, and they do they really pit these two audiences against each other, where the solutions are never that black and white or simple for either group. You know what I mean?
hmm
And I've lived in both areas, and I heard this. It was actually a preacher one time. They asked him a question like, "Are you a Republican or a Democrat?" And he's like, "Oh, well, it's like depends on when you ask me." He's like, "When I was living in the hood, in the projects, I think he was from like New York. He was like, I was slightly a little more Democratic because in that environment, you don't have people, one, looking out for each other, and two, there are programs in place that do help people regardless of what people think about them being right or wrong. And I'm not saying either way." He's like, "But when I'm, started doing well for myself and I moved out to, more rural areas where the communities are very small, and I live around people who literally, if Armageddon kicked off, we would help each other and make sure each other had food." He's like, "I'm probably more conservative." He's like, "So I'm never," like he was basically saying, "I'm never just one thing. It depends on the environment." And that's what I was saying. I've lived in nice places, and I've lived in places where literally I've had to sleep on the floor because there was like Jamaican drug gangs fighting out in the front of our house with automatic gunfire, like gunfire that's not even legal to
man,
be purchased and used. You know what I mean? Like
That's
I've lived
scary.
in that neighborhood, and it's like I just remember. As a matter of fact, I remember the night that shooting happened. We were watching WWF. It was me and my roommate, and we heard the gunfire go off, and it was just like, I don't think that was fireworks, bro. And so we literally just jumped on the floor, and like we low crawled because we had military training. We low crawled up to the window, and it's an entire gang war going on out in front of the house.
Oh my gosh.
And so like our decision is, yo, do we run? Like, do we jump out of the back window of our apartment, like out of my bedroom, and just run to another neighborhood to try to escape this, or do we just lay low, turn the lights off, and hope for the best? You know what I mean? And so, eventually the cops came and broke it up. And I don't know if any person actually got shot. I think at the end it was a guy that just had an automatic rifle. He was shooting it in the air before the fight started. But it's like, I've lived in that environment, dog. Like, I don't, the most of the people living there could benefit from some programs that would help you out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
so
Did you end up
I've seen it from both sides. I grew up like, and that wasn't like my upbringing. I grew up in pretty nice places. That was my adult life when I was broke. You know what I mean? And I was living. I moved from like the hood to an old folks home that was still kind of hood, and they shot that, like, one of the houses was a crack house that they shot. It was crazy. So it's like, I'm kind of apolitical just because I've seen both ends of it, and I have firsthand experience on how ineffective a lot of times the politics are. So I'm saying all that to say I'm kind of jaded. Like I'm not usually impressed with any politician, to be honest with you. Like short of Jesus Christ coming back, like, and stopping by my house to let me know he's running, You know, or like somehow they reveal that they cryogenically froze Abraham Lincoln and they're about to let him run again. Like I don't really get impressed.
Jesus Christ comes back.
Yeah, like Jesus would have to stop. Like, hey B, I just want to let you know I'm running for president, dog. Oh, word, thanks.
Oh,
BZ.
really? Oh,
Bet.
thanks, man.
I'll be sure to get out and vote. You know what I mean? Like, that's essentially what it would take for me to get fired up about a politician.
Yeah.
Having dealt with, you know, I've dealt with them. I've worked with them and around them, and you know, I get it. A lot of them are good people. I mean, I have people in my family who are politicians too, so I'm not against politics. There are legitimately people out there trying to do good things. It's just the system is so bad. It's a mess.
Quick, I want to say thank you, Gaming Comedy, for subscribing. Thank you, Sky Lou, for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Chris Field says, I forgot who said it. The best quote I've ever heard was, the president should have so little power that it really doesn't matter who the president is.
Is that Eisenhower or Kennedy that said that? That's a great quote, though.
I mean, if you really think about it, that technically that is kind of how it is now, right? I mean, like the president has to.
That's kind of what I was getting at too. Like the president is only one piece of the puzzle. I mean, it's the one we get excited for, like the Super Bowl, but you know, you have a House of Representatives and the Senate too that have a huge hand in what happens. So it's, you know, I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know, but crap, am I out of food?
You need some food?
Just hit me again.
Here you go.
So welcome, Kick Boy. Welcome to the place. Brad Armstrong, welcome back. Good to see you again. See you later, Muhammad. I know I probably missed you, my friend, but thanks for coming out. We got Mr. Walrus. Can I please get more subscribers? You probably can, but you got to give them a reason to subscribe, bro. You got to give them a reason. You got to be able to tell people through your content why they should be a part of what you're doing. The why is what counts.
Over here, Alloy.
What's up, dog?
Food.
You got something for me?
Yeah. Step down there.
Jump.
There you go. You need something, B?
Did you
okay, no, you got some. Yeah, you picked it up.
Oh, what was that, food?
Yeah, you picked up steak, and I think B gave you some bread.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's pretty much, this area is pretty much done. I just need some bone meal for like the top tree, and I'll grow that out later. But okay. We can head back and put together another piece of armor for
yeah, for the shrine. Then we can get ready to shut it down. Oh,
yep,
so this is what you're doing, dude. This is gonna be dope.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have one central tree to go all the way up, and then I will pretty much create a spiral staircase going through the whole thing, and each one of these smaller trees will be like another location to where like I can have supplies here, little farm on one tree here, and then, you know, other trees will be different rooms for other different occasions. But the platform is going to be bigger. You know, the platform is going to be wood planks, and it's going to grow out from each one of these trees, so it won't be small.
Dude, that's going to be dope. All right, let's head to the shrine. I think I have some iron armor already built. Do you have leather to start crafting the signposts and stuff?
Yes. And if not, I can always kill some cows.
Kill a cow, man. So let me say thank you to the Extreme Miner who just let me know you are my new subscriber. Thanks, bro. I will not let you down. I will continue to make dope content for you to consume and hopefully be a part of your life in a positive way. Thanks for coming out. Let's see what else. Ricky Dewey, Alloy, Rhonda, Rossi, Lost. I don't know what that means.
Let me see here. Sky Lou says, what are you giving away again? The giveaway is going to be one PSN $10 PSN card, and then I have like 5 or 6 Brawlhalla PC stream keys that I can give away too. It's a video game. Brawlhalla is like, think of a 2D version of Smash Brothers, and it's really cool. And I have like,
sounds cool,
yo. Hey, I got keys. You know, we can always play that on PC if, you know, we ever do the PC thing. So I'm gonna give away about 2 or 3 of those, and eventually, you know, as I get my Patreon set up and stream more often, and people donate to the channel, that would allow me to give back to the community even more. Skylu, how do you enter? All you have to do to enter is subscribe and be a part of the community. That's it. Like if I see you more often, like if I see you often, you know, you're gonna be entered into that for that chance to win. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to go off of the whole feature that they have on YouTube where you can actually see your top 5 community members that actually interact with your channel the most, but it's not stable enough for me to go off of that. So I'm just gonna go off of how many times I see you guys in chat or in comments or streams or Twitter. It's a cow explosion.
So the Breaking Internet asks, who am I streaming with? Gentlemen, if you'd be so kind as to put a comment in the comment section, I will call your names out as you do.
Sure.
The easiest way for people to understand who you are is to actually see you versus me trying to fumble through spelling. But to answer the question, Break the Internet, or Aaron, I'm sorry, you did ask me to call you Aaron. A lot of times on YouTube, I don't use people's real names unless they ask me to. But Aaron has asked that. I have are you the Jolly Mage? You're the Jolly Mage on YouTube, right? The Jolly Dangerous on PlayStation.
Yeah, Jolly Dangerous is my handle as me as a person.
Right.
The Jolly Mage is my channel.
Okay, so the Jolly Mage, who's getting ready to post here in the stream, and then we have my buddy Lucas Beamer. Now, I know your display name, Lucas, is Lucas Beamer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we got Lucas Beamer. Are you actually on a PC where you can leave your name or you can type it?
Me?
Yeah, you, brother. They ask.
Oh, just type my name into the stream? Oh.
Or just leave a quote and then your name will be in the stream. But if you want people to follow your Twitter, you can post that too. Hey, Jacob Austin, what's up? Ricky Dewey says, Alloy, what's up, Ricky Dewey? What can I do for you, my friend? How may I assist thee? Let's make us some armor.
Okay, guys. Can you guys meet me at the cow pen?
There's a lot.
I think we need to thin the herd a little bit. Can you close the gate for me? Thank you very much. You can get the biggins. All right. Sorry, Mama Cow. Got to kill you. Gotta get me some meat.
How did these guys get out?
How did they get out?
Cows get out?
Those two, like, I had opened the gate by accident and they just kind of flooded out.
Did I kill them?
What, the babies? No. They don't drop anything.
No.
I'm gonna lure them back in here. Here, come. Can you close the gate now?
It's not. Oh gosh. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Come here.
Okay. It wasn't letting me. I have no idea why.
There you go. There you go.
I'm going for it. Come on. Oh.
Nope.
I'll kill.
Oh, come on.
Alright, can you push him? Alright, that's alright. You just kill him. You can just kill that one.
Oh, one got over here. I'll kill this one too.
Oh, two things. Guys, I got the armor. Secondly, the folks that were asking for the tour didn't actually get a tour of the house. Here's the master bedroom. It looks like somebody broke my bed again. You guys in here bringing your wives and dates into my bedroom again?
Nah, man. Nah. You would tell if I had brought mine, man. You be some renovating done up in there if you know what I'm saying.
The bed has been disintegrated, so I'm just
you know
curious.
what I mean.
But
Talking about wallpaper off the walls and
such. Are you guys still working on killing?
Nah, I killed.
Are you guys still working on killing cows?
Sky Lewis, something like this video. It's so far great. Thank you very much. Eddie Moosh, can I get a shout out? Consider yourself shouted out, sir.
So Ricky Dewey says, Nada, and if you stream on Thanksgiving, I probably won't be here because I'm going to be eating Thanksgiving dinner with my fiance. Dude, totally cool. Please, your family comes way before Alloy 7 or anything on here. So go enjoy yourself. I probably will stream on Thanksgiving, but it'll be later at night because I won't be at my home office. I will be visiting my parents. So until I return to my house, which will probably be several hours later,
Be right back.
All right.
I won't be streaming until late. So totally cool, man. But thank you for letting me know. So Ashley typed some type of Egyptian hieroglyphics that I can't read because this type is too small.
Okay.
And Ashley asked, are we going to the nether or the neither? No, not tonight. We're going to finish up by building the shrine out. We try to end every episode with adding a new person to our shrine and going from that direction. So I guess what we need to do, guys, we need to take a vote on who we're adding to this thing. We got Chris Fields the last time. There's a lot of really faithful folks on this stream.
Let's
I'm
see.
going to go through. Matter of fact, I may just pick somebody from the stream tonight who I know is a regular shower of love here on the channel. Let's see, who do we have? All right, most of these folks are already members. Yep, already a member, already a member.
Hello, Cal. Goodbye, Cal.
Yep, I think I know who we're adding. I just need to make sure we haven't already added. All right, so tonight, gentlemen, we're going to be adding a tribute to my good friend Senelin, who hopefully is still on the stream.
Okay.
And remember, guys, the stream is not over once we end Minecraft here in a couple minutes. We're transferring directly into Fallout 4. That stream is already up and running. If you go into my channel and look at live events, you can actually go get into the stream like in a separate tab, so that as soon as I shut down here and then fire up Fallout 4, we'll just kick this thing right back off. The beautiful thing is because I get to use a real microphone, the sound quality will actually be better. So yep, Senelind.
You know what? That is a good choice too, because they showed up in my stream as well.
Yeah, Senelind's awesome, man. And actually, you know what too? Senelin, does your hey Shannon Campbell, what's up? Senelin, does your because I believe you were married, does your wife have like a YouTube or handle that we? I don't want to separate couples, man. Which I guess if I'm saying that, I need to add Kaz's. Oh no, we haven't built Kaz's yet because he's going in the Diamond Shrine.
See, what was I building? Oh, signs. That's what I was building. Oh my gosh, I need so many sticks.
So Chris Fields says, Ashley, no one could pay me enough to go shopping after Thanksgiving. Best of luck. So I 100% agree with Chris on this, but we've started kind of a family tradition where me and my cousins all go to GameStop in my parents' neighborhood after Thanksgiving for their Black Friday thing. And it's not so much really to get the deals, because the deals are usually not all that great. Like I remember one year I got Metroid Prime Trilogy and Xenoblade Chronicles. I think I got it all together for like $50 or $60, which was a steal because that game was selling for like $100 and some odd.
Hey, money machine.
But my cousins and I, like, and we don't camp out. Like we go at like 11:45 and just wait in the car with the heat on, because GameStop's never crowded enough for Black Friday to be a problem. So we just wait till they open the doors, and then when everybody packs in there and the cops are outside, then we get up out of the car and we go into GameStop, and we pick up whatever games. And sometimes I'll use it to get a cheaper gift for my kids, but now it's more just for the hangout, because a lot of the stuff that I want to get for my kids I'm getting through the publishers directly. So there is that. Still Minecrafting, Kaz. We're getting ready to shut it down, though. I'm waiting for Jolly to get the shrine set up here.
I'm almost done.
Takes a lot.
How many signs is it?
First.
Just one for now.
No, I mean,
Senelin, I think, may have.
I mean, how many signs? I mean, not signs, but frames.
Oh, 5.
Okay, 5.
Can I get rid of this piece of dirt?
So Ricky Dewey asks, how can I sub to Jolly and Lucas? If you scroll up, my friend, they actually left comments. You just click on their links when the stream is over, and it'll take you to their channels. Or if you right-click, you can open it in a tab if you want to do it now. And Jolly just reposted, so you can hit it there too.
Hey,
all right,
stop.
so.
Okay, and a sign I have. All right, where are we at now?
Yeah, you got it.
That's...
So Chris says, I do not go to retail stores between Thanksgiving and New Year's. Do my shopping online to avoid the warrants. I've actually been pretty lucky when we go out, but I'm kind of like I love being social with people. It's like I'll go to GameStop just because I love hanging out, both with my cousins that go with me, but also with just with the people who are there. Now, I will say there was one event, and it was right after the PlayStation 4, Xbox One launch, where like I was first in line, and this just not violently, this completely, oh crap, that's America. This completely drunk dude like runs up to where I'm at in the line. He's like, "Hey man, if you buy me an Xbox One, I'll give you an extra $100." I'm like, dude, get in the line. I'm not like, first of all, I don't need your $100. Thank you, but I'm not gonna shank someone else who waited in line for an hour, arguably, or however long they've been here, who's been waiting for it just to hook you up for $100. Like, first of all, if you're gonna pay me, I'm going to tell you what I'm worth, first of all, and I can guarantee you if I'm doing work for you, you're paying more than $100. Secondly, it's one of those things where I'm not going to short somebody just so I can get an extra $100. Like, that's, what planet do we live on, man? Where, I mean, granted, I've been in places where that $100 would be very handy, but to short somebody over it, I just don't see that. Mythic 150, B, I'm on my iPhone. How will I be able to join the Fallout 4 stream? When this one closes down, you should be able to just go to my channel. Hopefully, I think it pulls up there. Or if you have the YouTube app, you should be able to pull up my channel in your subscription box. And the beautiful thing about the YouTube app subscription box is that whoever posted most recently out of your subscribers is the video that shows up. So chances are it'll be my stream. And you just click on it, and you're there. And if that doesn't work, I'll be tweeting out a link. You can just go to Twitter and actually see the link there and click on it there.
And done. Is it? That's how you spell it, right? C-C-N-E.
Yep, that's it.
L-I-N-D. All right, cool.
So many thanks, Senelin, for being such an outstanding member of our community. All right, so it's time for our final hashtag, gents. You know how we do.
Hashtag them selfies, though.
Hashtag Minecraft selfies.
Let's see where
I think this time I'm going to come to the edge of the farm and get Optimus Prime in the background.
I'm going to go ahead and feed the cows real quick. They've been through a lot of stress today. Watching their fellow Moo brethren and sisters get slaughtered for good causes. Your baby's next.
All right, guys. It's time for hashtag Minecraft selfie.
All right, where we at?
Oh, you know what? I got to turn the HUD off.
I need to be a more noticeable character, I feel like.
Sky, as you interact with the community, you will have a chance to actually make it into the shrine, because it's going to be, multiple story shrine eventually. So if you can just go ahead and check out Alloy 7's stream as well, you can join that community. His community is way bigger than mine, so it'll give you a better chance to interact with everyone. I will copy and paste the link.
All right, everybody listen up. I got an announcement before we shut it down.
What's up?
Anna from Hickville Productions is here, ladies and gentlemen. Standing ovation, first of all. She says, "Hi, everyone. Oh, Black Friday stories. I avoid that day. I worked as a cashier. Good Lord, I'm sorry. In retail during Black Friday once. That was enough." Anna, thank you so much for coming out today. So those of you who don't know, Anna is the artist who does, I like to call her my artist, but then it sounds possessive and weird. But she is the artist who did the Alloy 7 artwork on our channel. So if you're looking for artwork, and I'm telling you guys, if you,
oh my gosh.
So let me not just pitch the fact that she's one of the dopest digital and physical artists I've ever seen, and I've worked with a ton. Like I said, I used to work with a guy that ran an anime store and drew his own mangas. Anna is not only dope, she is the consummate professional. So like, I'm talking, if you were to contract her to do work for you, it's like, here's an email detailing everything. Here's what you can expect. Here's what the process is going to look like. And then she's meeting deadlines and making sure you know when there's issues. And then the stuff like, I don't know that I've ever had a product that I have paid for that came right, like almost perfect. For like this type of work where it's artwork and it's subjective and it's her trying to figure out my crazy ADD speech patterns, which somehow she figured out everything I was talking about. She's a genius. But I work with a lot of business people, and I don't see that level of professionalism a lot of times with people who charge way more for a lesser product. So if you need artwork, you need to click on her. Like, even if you need to leave the stream, please click on her channel and go check it out. And just check out her channel too. She does Let's Plays. She does speed drawings. And she has a fitness vlog called Level Up Life, which is freaking awesome for those of you like me who are into fitness. So Anna, check it out. Check out Anna, everybody. Anyway, you guys ready for the Minecraft stuff? Where's Jolly?
I was trying to find y'all.
Wait, so did she do the background?
Oh, we're at the edge of the farm, brother.
Edge of the farm.
Yeah, the edge of the farm closest to Optimus Prime.
Okay.
Although did she do the background thing for your YouTube? Like, is that what
the background thing?
Tell me the channel banner.
Yeah, yes. I can't draw like that, dude. No.
Okay. That's insane. She did that. She is
like, I basically sent her an email that was a paragraph. I was like, me, my family, mansion in the background that has a Minecraft theme, DeLorean from not Return of the Jedi, Back to the Future, and then the phone booth from Bill and Ted's. So all these favorite movies of my past, and then weave my hometown into it, which is Washington D.C. And she just like, here's what I'm thinking. I'm like, all right. And like, we actually look like us. Like, my wife actually looks like my wife. Like, I'm telling you, she's dope. She is beyond dope.
I actually might have to hit her up. That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Like, a lot of people haven't even seen my artwork, and then when they see it, I'm like, dude, you guys got to check Anna out, man.
Yeah, like Anna. Whoa.
All right, so let me. All this time I'm running my mouth. I probably should have turned on the selfie software. That probably would have been a smart thing to do. So Tony Tancredi says, Alloy, you are my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much, sir. That is high praise. I usually don't know what to say to that other than thank you. And I will do my best to make sure that we're always giving you content that you find valuable. But most importantly, having some level of positive impact on your life. So everybody chime in before we shut the show down and move on to Fallout 4. Did we do anything that blessed your life tonight? Did you come in here maybe a little bit down, and now life may just be a little, and I get it. Like, I'm not, delusional or arrogant enough to believe that somehow me playing a video game and my friends playing a video game and just talking to you is going to like change your life. Like, like you become the president of the United States and then you trace it back to, but I used to watch Alloy 7. Like, I don't mean like changing lives that way. I mean, having a positive impact by being a part of your life and hanging out and having fun and bringing, because look, when I talk about the mission being spreading love and changing lives, there's a precursor to that, which is life can really suck sometimes. All right. And a lot of us have seen some of that suck. Jolly saw some tonight while we were streaming. This is a man who's streaming while his neighborhood is in turmoil. All right. That's how dedicated these folks are. And I told the story of living in a neighborhood similar to that, where my neighborhood got shot up completely. So because life has so many challenges, you need people in your corner who want to be a part of your life and add something of positive value. And yeah, we're using video games to do it, but why not? We're all passionate about video games. So the point is, let's all together, not just because it's not about me. I mean, I tell you guys all the time in my shirt, we are stronger than I, right? Let's collectively make life suck a little bit less. Okay? That's what it's all about. So if that means something to you guys, I want you not to just subscribe to me, but to me, to Jolly, to Lucas, to the other folks who are here. Check out their work too, because Alloy 7 is about everybody that's on this stream, to include the people who aren't here tonight. All right? So that said, let's get ready for our Minecraft selfie, gents. And hopefully it actually takes the picture this time.
Remember the names.
Yeah, no, I remembered this time. I actually got it right. So I said all that to say, hopefully, for those of you who give me compliments like that, I hope you understand that I am working to have and you guys also have a very hefty positive impact on my life. So it's like if I can just give you a fraction of that back, that's why we're here. All right, let's check to see if the picture came through. It did. It worked on the first try, gentlemen.
Awesome.
Okay, so hashtags on your streams: hashtag watermelon flavored or chicken flavored watermelon, and hashtag Minecraft selfies. That way, everybody can come to the stream and check it out while it's processing. Eventually, all of these live streams are going to be turned into longer form Let's Plays. So for those of you who maybe can't sit and watch a 3 or 2.5 hour show, we will break the best parts down into bite-sized Let's Plays that you can watch. If you don't want to watch the whole stream over again, like if there was a part that you really liked. It's just going to take me a lot of time to get through that because my focus right now is Fallout 4. So on behalf of my boys here, we got Lucas Beamer, the Ewok on the left. You got me in the middle. You got my man Jolly Dangerous, better known as the Jolly Mage or Kratos, here on the right. Allow me to thank all of you for coming out and being a part of what we're doing here. And it's not over yet. We're getting ready to go do the Fallout 4. But again, you guys are a blessing to me. Thank you so much for being a part of my life, not just what I do on YouTube, but a part of what I do as a human being and my goals that I have to hopefully have some level of positive impact on the earth. Thank you for subscribing if you haven't already. And hopefully we'll give something back to you guys. Remember to be excellent to each other always, because we are stronger than I. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next stream. Stay tuned for Fallout 4. And we'll probably be milling around in the comment section for a minute. So if you want to hang there and chat, it's all good.
Let's see. I'm a boss. Thank you for checking out the stream. Sky Lou, there's your shout out. Thank you for checking out the stream. Everyone who's watching my stream right now, head over to Alloy 7's channel. I left a link right there so you can go over there and check out his Fallout 4 Fallout 4 stream that he's doing right now. I will catch you guys later. Thank you very much for all the subs, the likes, the views, everything. I really appreciate you guys. Remember, 3,000 subscriber goal. I will be doing a giveaway. You can check back when that is happening, and also follow me on Twitter. And follow everyone on Twitter. You can find everyone on my page. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, y'all.